I just realized this probably explains why I'm fat. Hi friends! Welcome back to my channel, and hello new friends. If this is your first time watching me, I am Rachel and I'm on a path to lose 60 pounds once and for all. So today is a doozy. My hair. So today's going to be a doozy. For those in the know, I haven't started my actual weight loss plan yet. I've actually been in a preparation phase, meaning that I've been recording everything I ate within the past 30 days to understand how I interact with food on a physical and psychological level. So today we're going to go through all that. So let's begin. Transition. PSA time. There's going to be a lot of judgment today, and there's going to be a lot of opinions of what I should eat, how I shouldn't eat, that I am weak and I don't deserve to live, because apparently people are really judgmental about how other people eat in their day-to-day. So I request that you refrain from being a judgmental asshole. Now, let's get on with what I ate. For real this time. Hello, class. Today we will discuss, that notification, you stop. Hold on. Adobe is updating. Now it's done. Okay. Hello, class. I think it's done. So, hello, class. Today we're going to analyze a subject. Her name is Rachel, and we're going to analyze what she eats. And I am still getting notifications. God.
Uh-oh.
Damn it. And we're back. And now there's a train. The train is gone. So anyway, we are going to analyze what I've been eating for the past month. Y'all will get some insights from how I eat. Maybe you eat similarly, maybe you don't. But it's good to know how other people do things, right? I'm going to show you what I got for the first week versus the third and fourth week, because those two juxtapose? Okay, on the first day of this food diary, I started out with a very good start. I had a hot dog. Nom. It's from Sam's. Have you ever had a hot dog from Sam's? They're freaking huge and they're really cheap. And which was perfect because that's when we went to buy like $500 worth of household goods, products, and junk. I started with a hot dog. Not the best start. But I want to note that I was extremely satisfied with this hot dog. I think I gave it an 8. And I was super hungry. And it didn't do anything negative to my energy. So I figured it's okay, as long as I eat my produce later on. So what I've noticed in the first week, I had a decent balance of foods that I've been eating. I ate some junk food. I had a lot of coffee and some protein drinks just because I'm not a big protein consumer. So for me, getting it through liquid form tends to work out. Yep, I said I was going to record everything, and I licked the back of this peanut butter container. This is pretty much what I had in the first week. Overall, I had a lot of home cooked meals. And of course, just for the IG, I gotta post my donut ice cream picture because Deep Space Potatoes, which also has an IG, so I'll link his below too. He bought a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts on my first week of analyzing my diet. And donuts don't taste as good the next day, so you have to eat as much as you can. So we decided to make some ice cream donut sandwiches, and they were bomb. Especially with the strawberries. Oh my freaking God. It was so good. Always want that. 10 out of 10. Eat that every day. And then for the weekdays, this is probably like the work day. So I work as a software engineer. So once I'm up, I'm pretty much glued to the computer, and it's mentally taxing. I need to cook quick and easy meals, and I find that I just cook and eat whatever that's right there. So for many days, I had rice cake with some pimento cheese, and I threw some greens and ate another produce with it just to have some balance. And then that's pretty much what it was for the first week. It was basically eat anything that was really quick and easy, throw some produce on it, have some protein-based products like protein bars, meat sauces, And then I'll go out maybe like once a week. So that's pretty much wraps up week 1. So what I want to highlight is my feelings and thoughts and physiological state around the time I ate. I just did a really rudimentary like 1 out of 10 scale. Moods, I basically made some emojis. Most of these faces basically just mean that I'm feeling neutral. And I guess this is double happy because I did 2 of those. I did record the averages, which I think is really important. And if I don't improve from there, then we can do a deeper dive into the data. But overall, what I've noticed is that my satisfaction and hunger levels tend to be relatively the same. And my energy levels just fall a little behind. So my energy levels were around a 5, which is not the best. But that's because, as I mentioned in my first video, I have really poor sleep hygiene. And that will be handled eventually, I hope. So week 3 and 4 is when I actually start to feel very unmotivated, very overwhelmed and stressed. And that reflected on my eating. I realized that, well, my pattern of eating for convenience definitely held strong because I basically ate whatever was in front of me. By then, all the groceries were gone. I had no motivation to cook. I was a little bit stressed out, did a lot of takeout, and the consequences showed from that. So from here, I had a hearty breakfast. It consisted of a protein drink, because you gotta get that protein in, right? And then I had some peanut butter pie and a really fudgy chocolate cake for breakfast. Oh, and a banana, because balance, right? You gotta have your produce. I just realized this probably explains why I'm fat. Yeah, I'm noticing a pattern. Hot dogs for breakfast, peanut butter pie for breakfast. Okay. For some of y'all, that's obvious. For me, not so much. So the next thing I had, because I had to take a 3.5-hour car ride home, I had some McDonald's. I wanted something savory. What they call that? Intuitive eating? Yeah. Well, it really sucked. I decided to make it up by having a Popeye's chicken sandwich. That was very good. But by the time I got home, I was extremely tired, lethargic, and I just couldn't care anymore. Oh, yep, I had more peanut butter pie because it was there. Honestly, it was at that point, it was really too sweet. And this is basically a reflection. All these things I ate are a reflection of my mental state and how I just was tired. And I noticed that I ate all these comfort foods when usually I would say they would give me like a 9 or a 10 out of satisfaction if I had a balanced meal that had a lot of protein and produce and whole grains with a lot of micronutrients. I find that these foods tend to be super satisfying when it's balanced with those types of food. However, when I eat only these types of food, only comfort foods, because I'm feeling down and I have low energy, I actually feel less satisfied and I just feel full, and the joy of food is pretty much gone after doing this for about a week or two. And I definitely noticed that. It all came to an ultimate low. Ooh, that steak was really good, by the way. But it came to an ultimate low the next day when I had napkin steak. Nothing says all-time low than napkin steak. Although it was still really good. But yeah, so speaking of all the data, all the correlations I've mentioned, let's talk about the data that I've uncovered. Compared to the first week, the trend is pretty similar. The satisfaction's always rated the highest, and then the hunger and energy levels are exponentially lower. But the thing to notice is that my satisfaction is a lot lower, around 4.8. Hunger, I wasn't really hungry, but I kept on eating because I was looking to get that level of satisfaction, and I realized I was not being shown. Hello again. Okay, so that's me. So I was tired, unmotivated, and that's actually a sign of my depression. My motivation pretty much goes from like a normal person's. I don't know what normal is actually, but usually my motivation can range anywhere from like a 5 to a 9. But when I'm in this state and it gets worse and worse over time, it pretty much hits negative where I don't even want to get out of bed in the morning, nor even look at my puppers. And I love my puppers and I don't even want to see them. It gets really hard to handle that too. Yeah, energy's low, motivation is suffering, hunger, not even hungry, but I keep wanting to eat and my satisfaction is not even there. So there's no happiness points for me here. compared to the first week where the satisfaction was much higher. I was more hungry and I had more energy. Not that much more, but I had more energy though. So it made everything a lot better. And the thing is, it's not like a drastic, oh, I feel like crap. It's more of a slow, gradual decline. And then you realize you're in a pit and it's hard to get out. And then you realize that you start eating a lot more to try, for me, you're eating a lot more to try to get that positive feeling back. And the only way to really do it is to stop those habits and go back to the old habits that were working, which for me was cooking a lot of meals at home. So with that said, I had this for 2 weeks. I gained about 2.5 pounds, which actually makes a lot of sense, and I'm not worried about it. I think a lot of it could be from bloating and just having a fuller stomach because, well, when you eat more, you have more food in your body, right? I noticed that I'm just really bloated all over, and maybe a little bit is fat gain, but I'll see how I do in the next week or so. So I'm going to weigh myself daily, and I'm going to eat around 1,800 to 2,000 calories. I'm giving myself a range just so I can be flexible. So for instance, let's say I am going to a place and I don't know what the calories are. It's really hard to estimate it. And let's say they have a really good cheesecake, which tends to be really caloric. I want to say that, okay, well, if I know I'm going to have that, I can be a little flexible with my dieting and maybe go 1,800 throughout the week. And then I can indulge a little bit more and go over my allotted calories for that day. In the end, I'll still end up having a deficit. So I'm doing 1,800 to 2,000 calories just because looking at my Fitbit, I burn on average about 2,400 calories a day. So 400 calorie deficit a day, I think can lead to moderate weight loss that's sustainable over time. So I don't know how I'm going to do this first week. I think I'm going to do pretty well considering I do have a lot of motivation to cook and I have some ideas of what to do to make this meal prep thing a lot easier for me. But if you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see if I succeed or not, consider subscribing below. It really helps the channel out. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye! I can't stop the camera with my okay, hold on. Bye!